we are looking at computing our required return in order to invest in a particular stock. What we're looking at here, there's a number of factors that we're looking at. First of which is we're looking at beta. The next of which is we have a risk-free rate, and then we have an equity risk premium. Okay, so we're going to be using this to figure out what the return is on that individual stock, and that's going to be equal to the return on the risk-free rate plus beta multiplied by the return on the market minus the return on the risk-free rate. Now, if you recall, we have a risk premium is equal to the return on the market minus the return on the risk-free rate. It's important to make sure we differentiate between the return on the market and the equity risk premium, because they are two very different things. So essentially, this first part here can be rewritten as beta multiplied by the risk premium, right? Because that risk premium is what is given to us here in that problem, equity risk premium. Okay, so basically all we do here is we're just substituting this stuff in. Okay, so we have our risk-free rate is 2.18%. plus our beta is 0.89, and that's multiplied by the risk premium of 9.71%. Okay. And so that tells us our return on this security is going to be equal to 10.82%. Okay. Now, it is important to differentiate here is that we have to look at this and compare this to the return on the market. Okay, we have a beta of 0.89. Is that going to have a higher return than the market or a lower return than the market? Well, we know it's going to have a lower return on the market because it's less than 1. Okay, so what is our return on our market right now? We had a risk premium of 0.89. We were trying to figure out that return on the market, and we were looking at the risk-free rate is 2.18%. Okay, let me step back. Our risk premium here is 9.71%. Okay. And so basically all we're doing here is we're going to add the 9.71 plus the 2.18, and we have a return on the market is equal to 11.89%. Okay, so return on the market is 11.89%. The return on Parker Sled Manufacturing is 10.82%. So we know that it is less than the return on the market because 0.89 is less than 1. Okay, so just to clarify here, what the answer to our question is the required return to invest in Parker Sled Manufacturing is 10.82%.